What's good, YouTube? It's Mello, back with another Thor Road to Glory. And today we got our first game of our sophomore season here against Hawaii. We ended off last season winning the national championship, going undefeated, winning the Pac-12. But this year, the regions have changed. There's a lot of things that have changed about college football, man. As you know, the playoff is extended to 12 teams this year. We are no longer in the Pac-12. We are now in the Big 12 with a whole bunch of other different schools that will be shown later on in this video. But right here, we're going against Hawaii. Just making easy work out of them. It's already 20-0 in the first quarter. Right here on 1st and 10, I'm going to run like this little corner route right here. Getting on the side of the end zone. Making some guys miss. Getting a pretty nice gain right there on the play. Right here on 1st and 10, it's 35-0. I'm going to catch a ball over the middle, try to outrun some defenders. I'm ultimately going to get caught. This game was pretty much over after the first quarter. They never really caught back up. And right here, I'm just going to absolutely moss this defender. So we ended up winning that game a lot to a little. As you can see, I'm clear of the game. 10 receptions, 366 yards, 4 touchdowns. And then here in week 2, we're going up against San Diego State. Another weak opponent. But I'm going to score on our first offensive possession. And then we get an interception, and I come right back, and I moss 2 defenders. I don't know how I jumped in between them to catch that ball, but that was an amazing throw by my QB. Shout out him. Right here on 2nd and 10, I don't know what this DB is doing, but I'm going to run around him. He's going to dive out my legs, and he's going to miss. I'm going to hurdle into the end zone. Right here on 1st and 10, we're going to get the ball. We're already up 27-0. I'm going to burn this DB. It's nothing new. Just going to coast down the sideline. It's a foot race. Nobody's going to catch me. 78-yard reception for a TD. Right here on defense, 2nd and 15. Everything strapped up. He's going to try to improvise, and I picked that off. First interception back, sophomore season. Right here on 1st and 10 after my pick, you know, me and DJ are going to hook up for another touchdown. Right here, it's 59 seconds left. He's going to try me over the middle. I'm going to bat the ball out of his hands. No fly zone, man. Strapping up. Going to end the game with 7 total touchdowns. But here's the new divisions. Big 12, A and B is what they're called. So here's actually our first conference game against BYU. And this is our second offensive possession. We really didn't have anything going this game, but I'm finally going to make something shake for us with this amazing touchdown, burning the defenders. After the touchdown, I'm going to catch a ball right here and get absolutely smacked. I did not know how severe this injury was, but I actually tore my pec. I got hit so hard, I tore my pec, man. What? So we're going to have to watch from the sideline for the next couple of weeks. And right here in week 5, we're going to be taking on Colorado. I'm pretty confident we're going to win that game by 1 touchdown, surprisingly. 45-38, pretty shootout. Pretty nervous about this Utah game right here. They're ranked number 9, but we're going to win by 3 possessions, 38-20. Week 7, we're going up against TCU. They're not as good as they were last year. We're going to absolutely thrash them. And I'm finally back on the field against Texas Tech here in week 8. And on my first offensive possession, I'm going to score my first touchdown back after my injury. I'm going to get the ball right here before the end of the first quarter. I don't know what that DB is doing. He's looking into space. We're back in the red zone, but it's kind of towards the end of the third quarter here, but I'm going to score my 3rd touchdown of the game. It's 21-0 at the end of the third quarter. The game's pretty much over. I got both of the DBs running into each other, so that's another touchdown to me. 4 touchdowns on the day. And we're obviously going to win this game. It's a good bounce back game for me. You know, I was a little rusty. I didn't have too many plays on defense. So I want to get in the lab, you know, get some work in at practice, get some extra work on offense and defense. Shout out to coach for letting me play both sides, man. That's really the only reason I came to Oregon State. He kept his word and he let me play both sides. But you see, I'm getting picks here in practice, reading the QB, baiting the QB, snagging the ball out the air, man, taking it back for some returns, making people miss. I do catch picks in practice often, and they do go for picks often, man. But yeah, we're already halfway through the season as Thor. He has had to miss a lot because of his injury. But Oregon State is still undefeated, and they might be going right back to the national championship, especially with this 12-team playoff.